I told my father I would come back on Sunday. He said, "Don't forget, I'll be waiting." That was the last promise I ever made to him, and the last one I ever broke. I never came back. My father was never a gentle man. He didn't hug much. He didn't talk about feelings. He showed love by fixing broken doors, by working overtime, by coming home with tired, cracked hands. When I was 8, he built my bed himself. One leg was shorter, but I slept in it for 10 years. That was how he loved. Quietly, clumsily, honestly. So when his mind started slipping, it felt wrong, like watching a mountain slowly turn into sand. At first it was harmless. He would call me and ask what day it was, then call again an hour later. He forgot where he put his wallet. Then he forgot why he was angry. One evening the neighbor called. He was standing in the hallway in his pajamas, holding his shoes, asking where the bus stop was. He thought he was late for work. He had been retired for 20 years. That night I sat in my car and realized something had already ended. It just hadn't been buried yet. After that, I slept with my phone on full volume. Every vibration felt like a warning. I imagined him falling, leaving the stove on, opening the door to a stranger. I checked the gas, the locks, the medicine. I visited every day. But slowly, exhaustion grew inside me. Not anger, not hatred, just a heavy tiredness. I started thinking, I can't do this forever. And then the thought I was ashamed of, what if I don't want to? At night when everyone slept, I searched for nursing homes. I read reviews, looked at photos, searched for words like safe and kind. I told myself I was choosing care, but the truth was simpler. I was choosing rest, and it felt like betrayal. The day I took him there, he wore his best shirt. He combed his hair carefully, like it still mattered. When the nurse explained the rules, he nodded. When I signed the papers, he watched my hand. At the door, he asked, "Sunday, right?" I smiled and said yes, and something inside me quietly broke. That Sunday, I drove there. I parked, and I couldn't get out of the car. I imagined his face when he would see me. Hope first, then relief, then the silent question. Why did you leave me here? My hands shook. I told myself next week would be easier, so I drove away. A nurse called later and said he was confused. I went to see him. He looked at me and smiled politely, like at a stranger. I said, "It's me, your son." He nodded, not understanding. That was when I truly lost him. After that, I came less, then rarely, then not at all. The nurses said he asked about me. I said I was busy, but the truth was, I couldn't face his empty eyes, and I couldn't face my own guilt. The call came on a quiet Tuesday. Your father passed away peacefully in his sleep. Peaceful is a cruel word. They gave me his watch, his wallet, his cap, and a small envelope. It was addressed in shaky handwriting. To my son. Inside it said, "I know you tried. I was never angry. I was proud of you. Thank you for everything. I love you. No blame. Only forgiveness." I cried in the parking lot, not because he died, but because he waited. We think there will always be time. Another visit, another call, another Sunday. Time doesn't warn you. It just closes doors. If your parents are still alive, go. Sit with them, even if it's hard, even if you're tired. Go while they still know your voice. Go while they are still waiting, because the most painful thing is not losing them. It's realizing you could have stayed, and you didn't.